Hey guys, this is Nikki 26. I wanted to talk about abuse, and I want to talk about young girls being in abusive relationships. Now, I am fully aware, and last night while on Twitter, there was a lot of negative things going on with this well-known guru. Now, I'm not saying that I support abuse, not at all. But what I'm saying is that you cannot blame someone else for what you tolerate. You understand what I'm saying? So if you tolerate a man hitting on you, grabbing on you, cursing you out, emotionally abusing you, putting you down, hitting your children for no reason, being abusive to your children, being abusive in front of your children, and even if it's not in front of your children, I will come back to that part. But if you tolerate this, you cannot blame the man for you putting up with that crap. You understand what I'm saying? You have to start thinking somewhere along the line, what am I thinking? Like, why am I putting up with this? Maybe you think you could change him. Maybe you think that he'll change. Maybe you think that it's just a moment. Maybe it's stress. And you start making excuses for him. Think about, why are you making excuses for this person being so abusive? Now, I say this. Like, I know a lot of young girls, and like I said, I work with a lot of dancers. So I am around exotic dancers all the time. I hear the stories all the time. I know exactly what's going on. Now, I myself have never been in an abusive relationship, and I won't say I haven't been in an abusive relationship. I've been in relationships where we were abusive to each other. Now, I say that because I have two brothers. I used to fight, not fight anymore, but I used to fight with my brothers, and my brothers know I am not a punk. I will fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be damned if I let anybody put their hands on me, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'll be damned if I put my hands on, let somebody put their hands on me. You put your hands on me, I put my hands on you. We just gonna thump it out, and that's relationships that I've always been in, because I'm not gonna let you mishandle me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if you push me, knock me out the way, whatever, it's on and popping. But a lot of girls are not like that, and I think it's because, and I'm just saying, a lot of parents are working, so they're not able to nurture their children. They're not even able to help them out and give them a good direction to go in. A lot of parents are working and they can't do it. A lot of girls growing up in a fatherless household, and so they don't have that. So that need for daddy comes from the man that they are going to see, and then they tolerate anything because they don't have a male example telling them what the standards should be. Now, this is a problem with the fathers. You know what I mean? Like, you really need to start to think about what you're doing and set the example for your children, that your young daughters and even the young men, because the young men need to know how to treat these ladies. Men need to know how to be gentlemen, and they're not being taught that, especially with nowadays the TV and raising your children, and they're listening to Ludacris talking about shake your ass this, do that, and all the booty popping and all that shit. All you see, that's what you see on TV. There is no respectful women on TV. A lot of people, oh, I love Nicki Minaj, I love her. So the young girls are emulating Nicki Minaj. And what's so cute about a 13-year-old with her breast sticking out her shirt? What's so cute about a young girl sticking her booty, having the little low-rise waist pants on with her butt sticking out just so she can get attention from some dudes? Like, I mean, we have to take responsibility for what our actions are. You know what I'm saying? We have to take responsibility that we all take part in raising children. Now, I'm going to give you a couple examples, and this is why I do not accept a girl saying, oh, I don't know what to do, I can't. Let me tell you this. One story. I think I told this story before. I know I told it on my blog talk radio show. Now, I have a girl, she's a dancer, I know her very well. And she was scared to go home. Her boyfriend was outside. She had left him somewhere. And he was going to beat her up. And she's in an abusive relationship. And he beats her up all the time. To the point where she goes to the club with black eyes. She has like curling iron marks on her legs. She has bruises everywhere on her body. And she makes excuses. Oh, it's the pole. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, it's that. Right? So one day she calls me. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's picking up their phone. So she needs somebody to speak to her. I asked her, she said she's very scared. He beats her up. Blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, I had told her to keep her phone on. She kept her phone on. And I told her, like, tuck it in your shirt or whatever, and I can hear what's going on. Once gave her cold words, something seemed like it's getting too rough, then just say something to me and I'll call the cops and I'll let them know to come to your house. So he's beating her up, he's punching her, and now this dude is about 6 something, and the girl is petite. She's no more than 5 feet, and he's really tall and big, stocky, and he's beating on this little girl. Like, you should feel ashamed yourself hitting her. Like, that's no challenge. That's not a challenge. Why would you be putting your hands on her, fighting her like she's a dude? For what? Like, what did you accomplish? Because you want to have some kind of control over her? You want her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy what guys do to girls and the things that the girls tolerate. Now, I'm assuming, she had enough. He was punching her in the face. I could hear it, like, I could hear him knocking her down. I could hear him saying, stand up and take this. I could hear him saying, you better get your dog because I'm going to kill your dog. I could hear him saying all this stuff to her, okay? And she said the cold word. I called the cops get there, and she says, oh no, he's not hitting me. Oh no, there was nothing going on. Meanwhile, we had the conversation beforehand saying that if it gets too crazy, give me the cold word, I'll call the cops. And that's what I did. Do you think she stuck by, letting him get out the house? No, she didn't. So then she finally admits to it, because I told the dispatcher, do not let the cops leave because he is hitting on her. Do not let the cops leave. So the cops investigated a little bit more, and they seen what really was going on. So then she was like, yeah, can you please escort him out the house or whatever, and please take his keys because I'm scared he'll come back, right? So she finally gets the courage to say that. But don't you know, in the same breath, she went to go meet him a couple of hours later to give him some keys, and they were right back together. He told her not to speak to me because, I guess, I'm too opinionated. And I don't understand how you can allow somebody to tell you don't speak to another person when that other person had your back, when the other person was kicking your ass. I don't understand that. It just boggles my mind. And so to this day, he still beats her ass. And I'm like, well, when are you going to have enough of it? Are you going, and she won't speak to me about it. And this is the thing. A lot of the times girls are telling you, your man is no good, and you sitting there explaining the situation to your friends, and your friends are like, you stupid for being in this situation. Or sometimes, like me, I'll just listen to the situation, and I really won't give my opinion. I just listen and listen and listen, because I'm assuming you just need to vent, and you just need somebody to just, put this load on it. So I take it, you know what I mean? I'll sit there and I'll listen to it, but it's like, okay, but how much of this are you really going to take? Like, when are you going to be done with this whole situation? Like, are you realizing that one day he could hit you hard enough that you will never wake up? Do you not value your life? And this girl is independent. Yeah, she's able to afford everything that she wants. She was able to do all of this without a man. And she feels the need that she needs him, I guess, because of the lack of a father figure. Her mom really wasn't there, and there was no one there to help guide her. And so this is what she thinks she deserves. And it's not what she deserves. She deserves a whole lot more than this. You know what I mean? She's a beautiful girl. She's smart. She has a whole lot to offer. This is not what you deserve. You do not deserve to be somebody's doormat. You do not deserve to be somebody's punching bag. You know what I mean? You should have more respect for yourself as a woman, as a lady, to say, I'm not tolerating this. You know what I mean? I have to get out. Because as you can see in the news and everything else, sometimes that rage gets so out of control, a lot of women end up dying. And is your love that great that you're willing to die for it? Are you willing to die at the hands of your lover, because you're so in love with this person? I don't think so. Are you that much in need that you are not able to be alone? And I know a lot of people that don't like to be alone. I don't like to be alone, but I don't mind being alone. Like, I'm comfortable with myself. I'm comfortable being alone. You know what I mean? I don't need anybody to be there. I would like somebody to be there.